Hey, you all, welcome back to the channel. And today, I want to talk Electroneum. So, my videos maybe don't come as regular as they used to, but they do come. And so, today, we want to talk about some information with the activity with the Electroneum project, and that is it's come out that it's probably the fifth place of one of the most used cryptocurrency websites. And so that's big. And the reason that is because whatever you're dealing with product wise, what it's going to come down to is how many people have interest and who are going to actually use your product. And if you don't have enough users, very few people are using it or paying attention to it, then that's going to limit, obviously, the impact it has. And so here on Alexa, the Alexa website, where this determines the value of a website based on the visitors and a variety of things. And it's come out that some people say things like Alexa rankings aren't very reliable, but for the most part, Alexa rankings are hard to fake, right? Even if you try to use bots, it is not as easy to fake Alexa rankings as one may think. So at the bare bones, an Alexa ranking is a good way to gauge the engagement that your product has. And as we can see, Electroneum is ranked 37,000. Now that's really darn good, because when you get ranked under 100,000, you're considered a pretty darn good website. And Electroneum, as we can see, is ranked in that area. So it's doing quite well in that regard. Now, for some of the naysayers and people who don't like Electroneum, we can test this theory. Take some of your best products and put their Alexa rankings into their websites and see how well they hold up in this. And if their engagement doesn't look really good, then that's an indication of the demand that is had for their product, right? So then some people say, well, if it's all this traffic and it's all great and everybody's so interested in Electroneum, why is the price? Why is the price not reflecting in that? And what we have to bear in mind with that is we have to keep in mind that there are many restrictions in the cryptocurrency markets, how we buy cryptocurrency, how we're able to get access to cryptocurrencies. These are still very difficult hurdles to get over. And because of that, it's going to be a breakup between the interest and the activity in Electroneum and actually, how people are going to be able to purchase Electroneum, right? So they're working on that. So that has to catch up to the interest in Electroneum. In a way that would need to be done is by making it just easier to buy Electroneum. Of course, that was part of the plan with the M1 smartphone, but it's some impracticalities there, because with the M1 smartphone, market value of it for a lot of community that will be using it is probably just too high. People can get a variety of smart devices for 20-30 bucks now that can give you internet access and applications and a variety of things. So a lot of people might not be wanting to pay $100 for these an Electroneum phone or something to that degree. So all of that, especially if we're talking about some of the countries that would want to use this to battle hyperinflation and a variety of things like that. So all of those things are something you have to consider in that. But the idea, hopefully, is that these all things start to match up. Also, you have to look at the market value, and as I've said in earlier videos, that the cryptocurrency market, the things that drive it and push it, we don't really know exactly what's behind the curtain all the time, right? There are whales who can move entire markets just by putting in one order, right? So a lot of these projects that we go about on price, and we look at price and the movement of price, it's hard to go on that because we don't know the factors behind that curtain, right? And cryptocurrency is just so easy to manipulate those aspects. But with electronic, more likely these numbers are real. You're going to have more massive engagement and adoption with something like Electroneum. So in the long run, you're gonna have a better situation with products like Electroneum. Now, I've also argued in the past, and now I still push that argument out that I would like to see Electroneum because what you have to understand is Electroneum is going totally by the book, right? And what that means is that whatever's happening in the market, there's really no engagement from the Electroneum project itself, the company, as comes from Richard Ells, that they're interfering in that market in any way. They're doing legal partnerships. They don't want to be part of some securities fraud scandals and a variety of things like that. So their activities are totally separate from the market sentiment of the cryptocurrency itself. Although, if it was more so that we own Electroneum, the company, I believe the price would be very reflective in the coin. And because of that, I have proposed ideas on several videos, new things that some projects are doing, which is when they take a cryptocurrency and they basically register as a security, and they're able to have a ratio, a conversion of your Electroneum coins to what would be Electroneum stock, right? And it can occur in a 1-to-1 ratio, or it could occur however they see fit. So I've championed ideas like that, as some projects are doing that. But Electroneum has its own blueprint, it has its own plan, and I'm sure they have sat down and figured out a ways to best execute this going to work out. But those are some of the factors and reasons why, although all these things sound great and it sounds like a phenomenal project, and the engagement and the onboarding seems to be there, why it's just not reflected in the price. And again, that's going to be involved with how you purchase Electroneum, what exchanges you do it on, and a variety of things. So all that has to be kept in mind. And perhaps as Electroneum goes forward in the future, they're going to align things in a way where all these things can be addressed. At least that's the hope. But this is what we got. I thought that was interesting to bring that to you all's attention. Just how well Electroneum is as a product. As I said, if you really want to look at the fundamentals of a project and what's happening with the engagement, run some analytics, right? Do some research about who's going to be using this project, because that's going to end up being the most important question at the end. That's what's going to be the question a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. Why do I need to even use this project? And as we can see, there are people interested in using this project, or the Alexa rankings would not look as they do. So it's just something to consider, something to think about. Also, just want to mention, there seems to be the Gig Guru site that, as I understand it, they have released a kind of beta version, or something to that effect. I actually haven't seen it yet, but I've been anticipating this feature because I think it's very important. One thing that's been missing from cryptocurrency has been the idea of how you could come in and you could participate in an economy, and you could bring your skills and labor to an economy. And that's something we just haven't seen in cryptocurrency. We haven't quite seen in Bitcoin. We have seen the idea you can come in and you can purchase this thing and you can hold it like an asset and wait till it goes up. But we really haven't seen the inclusion of an economy where a person can come in and through a very easy method be able to trade those skills and labor for value, thus the cryptocurrency representing their value. And so that's what's starting to happen with Electroneum and the Gig Guru, where you'll be able to, people from various countries will be able to showcase their skills, put them up there, and trade them in the value of Electroneum, now adding value to Electroneum as that value and that new value comes into that economy. So I think that's quite interesting, and looking forward to that. I think that will definitely help with the movement of Electroneum, the purchasing of Electroneum. But that's kind of where we're at with that. I love to hear you guys' thoughts on what's happening with Electroneum. What do you think about the Alexa rankings in comparison to many other cryptocurrency projects and site that we look at or are involved in? Because the average number is coming out something like a few thousand people on a decentralized application or some type of cryptocurrency project. It's kind of considered good for us, right? We don't really get applications that have a lot of use in them, and if we do a few thousand, it's certainly not millions hardly, or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, right? So we're fortunate if we got 10,000 people using these things. And so that's something to really consider in these projects, and as far as their use case, and as far as their demand as well, right? Just how far this is gotten, or where it's headed. But that's all I want to say in this video. If you all like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.